Hello and welcome to Wealth Gambit. In this video, we're going to go over, in our opinion, the absolute best credit card trifecta ever for traveling. This trifecta can get you over $6,000 worth of free flights to anywhere in the world. And if it sounds too good to be true, I'm literally writing this in the Amalfi coast in Italy, and I got here through using this credit card trifecta, which means I didn't have to pay a dime. Make sure to stick around until the end of the video though, because there's a key extra step that gets you an extra 30,000 points on one of these credit cards, which easily equates to an extra $450 to $600 or more when redeemed towards flights. So make sure to stick around until the end of the video so you don't miss it. We haven't heard anyone else talk about this step, and it's super easy to do. Now, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're no stranger to the credit card game, and you probably already know what a credit card trifecta is. But real quick, for those of you who don't, it's essentially 3 different credit cards that you use which have different strengths that complement each other's weaknesses to ultimately give you the most points back and value for your buck. In the credit card community, there's been a lot of debate over the Chase trifecta versus the American Express trifecta, and even the Citi trifecta, and so on and so forth. This trifecta is not any of these, and most likely not one you've really heard of before, and it's a little unorthodox. Now, without dragging on any further, let's get into what cards actually constitute this trifecta. So, being that this is the best travel credit card trifecta ever, of course we need to start out with, you guessed it, the American Express Platinum card. Now, before you click off the video and think, here goes another one, let me get into what we're going to pair this with. The next card is actually a relatively new card, and that is the Venture X by Capital One. Like I said, this isn't your typical trifecta, but it'll make sense once we get into why these two are the definition of two pretty best friends. Last but not least, we have the American Express Gold card. Seems like an odd combination, I know, but let's get into why these 3 cards are actually the perfect 3 cards to carry around while traveling. First things first. Sign-up bonuses. The American Express Platinum card currently has a sign-up bonus of 100,000 membership rewards points, which equates to about $1,500 to $2,000 in flights when redeemed through transfer partners. Considering that the annual fee on this baby is $695 a year, it's a no-brainer for traveling, not to mention all the perks that come with it, like global lounge access, incidental credit when traveling. This basically covers fees like checking in luggage, drinks, food, or anything that you spend on the plane, or really any other miscellaneous expenses. Next, we have the Capital One Venture X, which currently has a sign-up bonus of 100,000 reward miles, which is basically the same thing as points. These 100,000 reward miles equate to about 1,300 to 1,800 in flights, not to mention that the card itself comes with a $300 annual travel credit when booking through the Capital One portal, and 10,000 reward miles every year on your anniversary of getting the card, which on the low end is around $100 in travel, but really when you use it toward transfer partners, like around 130 to 180 bucks. Full disclaimer though, these are all ballpark estimates depending on how you choose to redeem them, and depending on the transfer partner and class of seating, it could be more than that amount or even slightly less. So for those of you keeping score at home, so far with the AMEX Platinum's $2,000 and the Venture X's $1,800 plus $180 anniversary credit, we're sitting at $3,980 worth of free flights, not even counting all the other benefits. For the last card in the trifecta, the American Express Gold card. When I signed up for this card, I got 60,000 points as a sign-up bonus, which seems to still be their current offer. However, when I checked my referral link for the AMEX Gold card recently, they said, quote, "You're eligible for an enhanced referral offer." Now, I'm not sure if this is an enhanced offer for me, but I'm pretty sure it's for whoever uses the referral link, because if you look at the screenshot I took of my Amex app, it says the sign-up bonus is potentially 75,000 membership rewards points, which is 15,000 points higher than the 60,000 point standard offer. Ladies and gents, I didn't even get 75,000 membership reward points when I signed up, and I only got the standard 60,000. These things tend to be for a limited time only though, so if you do want to sign up for the American Express Gold card or any of the cards mentioned in the video, check the links in the description. It's a great way to get these cards and support the channel. But anyways, assuming you do get the 75,000 point sign-up bonus, that right there is anywhere from $1,125 all the way to $1,500 worth of flights, again, when redeemed through transfer partners. For those of you keeping count at home, with the AMEX Platinum and Gold sign-up bonus and the Venture X bonus, we're currently sitting at, drumroll please, $5,480 worth of flights. Yeah, that's a lot of travel. Now for those of you who watch all the way up until this point, here's the secret sauce that they don't tell you about. There's actually a way to get an easy 30,000 more membership reward points, which is an additional $450 to $600 worth of flights, depending on how you redeem them. Here's how you do it. When you get the American Express Platinum card, you can actually add a free authorized user. This authorized user will get what's called a gold card. In reality, it's more of a bronze card if we're being real, and it's also not metal, but like a high quality thick plastic. But that's a story for another day. Anyways, if you add a free authorized user and they spend $2,000 or more on that gold, but really a bronze card within I think the first 3 to 6 months, you then get an extra 30,000 points. Of course, double check with your AMEX Platinum representative to make sure this is still the case. But when I checked fairly recently, this was still up, so get it while it lasts. Link in the description. For the total of just free flights from these 3 credit cards, you have roughly $6,080 worth of free flights. Now I know what you're thinking. There has to be a catch. What's the annual fee for these 3 cards? Well,
I'm glad you asked.
The American Express Platinum card has an annual fee of $695 at the time of writing this, while the Gold card has an annual fee of $250. Lastly, the Capital One Venture X has an annual fee of $395 for a grand total of $1,340 annually. But for those of you who are genuinely looking to travel a lot, the other perks and benefits from these 3 cards more than cover this $1,340 in annual fees in my experience. For example, the Venture X currently has a $200 vacation rental credit, which can be used for things like Airbnb, which obviously when you're traveling, you need a place to stay, so I'm sure you'll be able to find a way to use that credit, bringing it down to $1,140. Next, American Express gives you a $200 incidental credit, which is actually super useful despite what a lot of people say, and even pays for things like taxes on airline tickets, which do add up. Plus the $200 hotel credit, which I was able to use to get a night at a 5-star hotel in Barcelona for basically free. This combined with the $240 digital entertainment credit, which can be used for things like Audible plus the New York Times for entertainment while traveling, add up to about $640 annually.
But wait! There's more!
There's also $200 in Uber Cash from the Platinum and $120 in Uber Cash from the Gold card, which add up to an additional $320 worth of stuff that you will more than likely use when traveling, bringing the effective annual fee from $1,140 to about $180. And believe me when I tell you that the amount of food/alcohol that you and your travel companions will consume at airport lounges that these cards provide you access to for free will easily cover this $180. Like easily.
Nice!
Not to mention there's so many other perks and credits that were not covered in this video for the sake of keeping it straight to the point that could take that even lower. Now, for the nail in the coffin as to why this is the best travel trifecta ever, if that wasn't already enough. The American Express Platinum card gets 5x points on flights and hotels, while the Venture X gets 10x points on rental cars and hotels. The missing piece, however, is food. What will you use to pay for food? This is where the Gold card comes in, with 4x points on restaurants worldwide and 4x back on US supermarkets, so groceries really. And for anything else that isn't any of these previously mentioned categories, the Capital One Venture X comes in absolutely clutch with 2x points on everything else. The American Express Dynamic Duo and the Capital One Venture X work so well together, I wonder why no one has really mentioned this trifecta. Also, on a side note, American Express isn't really accepted everywhere, but the Venture X, which is Visa, basically is. Any place that accepts credit cards will 99.99% accept the Venture X, so it's nice to have just in case they don't take AMEX. I'm currently in the Amalfi coast in Italy, and like 60 to 70% of the merchants here don't take AMEX, so the Venture X has really been coming in clutch. The last thing I forgot to mention that's actually super cool that I didn't find out until recently is that the Venture X upgrades your status with Hertz Rent a Car to President Circle, which is the highest loyalty status that you can get with Hertz. So if while traveling you need to rent a car to fully enjoy the city that you're visiting, you can definitely do that in style. Not to mention that the Venture X also has primary rental car insurance, meaning you don't need to pay extra for it. This is what we mean when we say one strength covers the other's weakness. The American Express Platinum card only gives you Hertz Gold Plus Rewards status, which is like one level above zero, and they only really provide you with secondary rental car insurance instead of primary rental car insurance like the Venture X. Lastly, ladies and gents, for those of you who are thinking about running the same setup, here are our tips and tricks for hitting minimum spend. For those of you who don't know what minimum spend is, here's the definition from Investopedia.com. Quote, the term minimum spend refers to the minimum amount of money a customer must spend in order to qualify for the sign-up bonus associated with a credit card. It is short for minimum spending requirement. So here are our tips for hitting minimum spend on these credit cards. First things first though, obviously do not get these credit cards if you cannot hit minimum spend in the time frame provided naturally. You do not want to go out of your way and spend money in order to hit minimum spend. That being said, the first tip is to seek help from friends and family. Your family members, especially those older than you, will more than likely have some large expenses. If they themselves are not super into the credit card game, chances are the cashback/perks that they get on their credit cards aren't all that crazy, so they really aren't missing out on that much by putting some expenses on your credit card. Ask around to see if anyone's trying to make a large purchase, and if they are, put it on your credit card instead. Then, instead of them paying their credit card bill at the end of the month, have them put it on your card and pay you for that expense instead. Next, redirect all expenses. Chances are, if you're looking into these S-tier cards, you're probably being an adult, which means you have a lot of naturally occurring expenses. Taking all of these expenses, which go through all your different accounts, and instead channeling all of them through the credit card that you're trying to hit minimum spend on, will greatly accelerate your ability to hit minimum spend. Last pro tip. Pay for your friends and family, literally. Next time you're out eating with friends or family and the bill comes, put it on your card and have everyone Venmo/Cash App you for their portion. This is awesome because you get the points and get to put a huge amount towards your minimum spending requirement. Eating out with friends can be anywhere from $200 to $400 sometimes per meal. So if you're out with a big group, it really adds up. Anyways, ladies and gents, that's our hot take on the greatest credit card travel trifecta of all time. That's a mouthful, yeah, I know. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you agree or do you think there's a better travel trifecta? Best comments get shouted out in the next video. Also, if you're interested in any of these credit cards mentioned in the video, all of them will be linked in the description below, including what seems to be a rare 75,000 point sign-up bonus for the American Express Gold Card, so definitely be sure to check that out while it lasts. I wish this was around when I signed up. Using those links greatly helps to support the channel so we can continue to make videos like this. So thanks a lot. Lastly, please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm if you got any value from this video whatsoever. And like always, take care, and until next time, peace.